Because that's what I liked about as I've listened to a few interviews you did where you were talking about like people's lack of self-awareness. We're not even checked in with our body. We don't know what's going on. We just kind of we're always
100%. No,
we're reactive to the environment, what's going on.
100%. Like I'm like actually this is the last 2 weeks first time I've been by myself entirely for like maybe like 18 months. The other times I've maybe been with like one other person or a few other people, but this is like kind of unreal to be just self-independent and by myself and to be feeling things, listening to silence, and to intentionally like plug out. And actually I had the intention this weekend of achieve it was to actually not even speak, not say a word, like speak a word to anybody. It's like no vocal, just to see how that would be, and just to go a bit more inside. And again, you hear the things of silent meditations. And again, I just wanted to experience just doing that for 24 hours. But again, we're always on the go. We're always distracted or finding distractions to get ourselves out of ourselves.
Yeah.
We want to numb our feelings, whether that's with coffee or whether that's with social media, or whether that's watching Love Island, as an example. So again, it's just like it's taking ourselves out of ourselves. And for that, there's a biological toll. We become disconnected with ourselves, with our environment, and with each other. And therefore, we can no longer communicate. We can no longer make these sort of biological mechanisms, such as things like increasing our dopamine levels together, such as releasing oxytocin together. And that would be things such as like lovemaking, or I don't know, singing and dancing, or I don't know, just going for a walk and just listening to the birds chirp like they are right now. So again, it's just like these simple things, and again, they don't sound sexy.
No,
they don't sound for our society. Everyone wants to be wrapped up in a blanket with a hot chocolate, watching Love Island, and laugh and talk track something. In reality, is like they really need to again find themselves. But again, it's just like that's how people want to live their life. But again, it's also that maybe they haven't experienced what the other side of the coin is. And again, it's like it's kind of ironic for me to say this, because they won't even have the perspective of seeing this from like what I'm saying, and they would say that everything's fine, that life is good, this is what they want. And again, I can't argue with that if that's what makes them happy. But again, have they really experienced this? Just this, essentially. Like,
very few would have. I mean, I noticed that when I'm in the Highlands, I am so calm. I feel I'm just relaxed. I'm centered. Second I come back to Glasgow, I'm like running 50 miles an hour. I feel constantly stressed. I'm constantly on the go. And, I'm always... I think that's the difference between city living and like actually living in the green. I mean, like how therapeutic is that with the birds and the blue sky and getting outside and all these silly, well, we say silly, all these small changes that people should do. Do you find that's the problem? Is everybody thinks it's just eating better rather than I'm going out walking and barefoot. I'm going out and like just small lifestyle changes.